Hey, how's it going today? Today we are back at the Kenji and Octavio apartment. And yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit for me since I've recorded. I actually recorded yesterday's video like 2 weeks ago before Christmas. So this is my first day back at recording. So, and I have a little bit of a stuffy nose. I'm not really getting sick, I don't think. I'm just a little bit stuffy. We had a real tree this year, and I kind of read beforehand that mold kind of goes up in your house a little bit when you have a real tree, which I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't know if this is all just psychosomatic, but I've been a little bit stuffier today. I mean, we've had it here for a couple of weeks and I've been fine, so I don't know if it's true or not. But yeah, here we have lovely Octavio. He is in the laundry room. I guess he's doing laundry. I don't really know, but when I popped in the game, this is where he was. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and head into game now. But yeah, look how cute he is. Oh my God, the vest, the socks, the hair. Just as a side note, I do think that Octavio does the Grecian 5 eyebrows and soul patch, and he does go to a salon to cover the gray. But we're not going to talk about that because other than that, he's still young and fetching in my eyes. Yeah. I mean, he is a handsome sim. Let's really be honest. He knows. All right, well, let's go ahead and stop stalling and get into game. So here we are back at the apartment, and I am doing the kitchen today as well as the hallway. And yeah, as you can see, I've pulled out some toys for Minnie. And we are doing the linen closet today as well. So let's go ahead and get that done. And as usual, as per usual, I have... so annoying. I have pulled out some things. So actually, let me go into live mode and put everything away for Minnie really quick. Because, I don't know, I just want to get that out of the way. And I'm going to play test this. It's under this table, her little toy chest. If it can't be used this way, then of course I'll move it like over here to the side or something. Oh, it's pet adoption drive today. Oh. So I am excited to be here. This is, again, like I said, my first day back after a couple of weeks for Christmas break, and I am kind of raring to go. So I went ahead and I pulled out a couple of things I've already placed here, mainly being the little gooseneck coffee/tea kettle. I also pulled out this lovely little soap dispenser here, and a mortar and pestle as well. And I've put this lovely rug down. Now, I would think that perhaps Octavio is kind of like, this tile is ugly. We're going to cover it as much as we can with everything. So he put down this nice little rug for the area rug for the kitchen, which can be washed. Relax your body. And I also have another little rug. Why can't I speak today? Another little rug for the entrance hall as well, or a little entrance area as well. Why did I turn the grid on? That was weird. That I'm putting here. I can still see it, but you know, it's not as garish looking. I also put this trash can, again, keeping this in the same spot because I don't know where else we're going to put it. I could put it here, but I have another thing that I want to put here. So yeah, we're not putting it over there. But pretty much everybody in this apartment building has their trash cans here. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. And one thing that I've found that I want to do, I want to put a little lamp in the kitchen. It is kind of trendy right now to put lamps in kitchens. It's not like it's some like innovative marvel or anything, but I mean, I feel like Octavio, he's trendy. you know, he's classy and trendy, you know. And he's not afraid to try new trends. So we're putting that out. You know, I also have this little bar cart that I'm putting over here. I moved that fiddle leaf fig, and I'm putting this bar cart out just because it just kind of fits the vibe here. And I had to manually place all of these bottles. I really don't know if they will throw these away or not. We'll see. But if they do, at least you have these little cutesy things on top. I sized down this olive jar, as you can see, and this is a salt and pepper shaker, but they kind of look abstract, so maybe they could be something else. I don't know. Alcohol related. I don't really drink alcohol, so in real life, I'm not a drinker, so, you know, it just kind of looks like it would be something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So we've got those. I have this really interesting little stool. I've never used this color swatch, but I really like it. And I'll show you why in a little bit. And I'm kind of going to overlap those curtains. I went ahead and I ran these curtains all the way through. I don't mind that it's kind of cutting in here. From the side, you can't really see it. And if I pull it out, it looks really strange, just out in the middle of the hall. So I'm kind of having a happy medium here. And if I push it any further, it'll probably obstruct the door. I can't speak. It's like I went on a cookie binge and all holiday season, and I can't speak anymore. Who am I fooling? I could never speak anyway. Yes. Okay, and then I've got this dish rack that I'm going to put out in the kitchen as well. I just thought that kind of looked really neat here, right under. You got your cutting board, grater, dishcloth, drying rack. I'm not sure that they would really use a drying rack, but it just kind of fits the aesthetic of what I'm going for. So, yeah, no, suspend belief a little bit. And let's see what else we've got. Oh, yeah, I've got these lemons and limes, which I originally had over here, but I'm thinking I want to put it over here now. I think that would kind of go with everything. And I do want to keep, again, one counter completely empty so they can actually work on that counter, especially it being right here by the fridge. I just think that would be kind of a nice thing. They can actually cook on there. And then I've got a couple of wall hangings. So this one will go above the cooker. And I did, again, I have to put these in all the units, but I did remember this time to put the smoke alarm right here above the stove. I would imagine that it's probably something that it's like a safety issue in this. Like, it's not the prettiest thing, but of course you've got to have it sort of situation. I mean, that's pretty realistic to a lot of buildings, like apartment shared dwellings and stuff like that. Some spices in this swatch. I want things to just look very nice and splendid in this home and cohesive. So, it's not all going to be the same color. Like how Annie's was just sort of all the same color. I have a lot of like things that go in and out. So I've got some blues, I've got some greens, and I've got some reds that I have just all throughout this shared area that kind of are all encapsulated by this dark brown wood. So it may not seem like they all kind of match. Like this sofa isn't going to match in with the green, but the greens do complement each other in the paintings and in the greenery. And also this chair and that's kind of why I chose this swatch on this stool. There are some pops of red in the paintings and the plants and just kind of all throughout. And so I just kind of think that's how it kind of goes. I don't know. I wish this was like a darker wood instead of the white, but it's fine because then we have like this lighter wood table and this in the entertainment unit as well. So I think it's okay. And honestly, it's realistic because when you're decorating a real home, not everything is going to be so matchy-matchy unless you just really buy everything all at once. And again, this is an older couple. And so when you're an older person, you have collected things all throughout your life, through traveling, through other homes you may have been in together or separate. And you just kind of are adding in so many little details, and they all just become nice and cohesive in your own little style. So that's the storyline. I'm jumping all over the place because I'm finding little things that I keep forgetting. We're supposed to be decorating the kitchen, but I keep finding things. That's my CPTSD brain. Okay, and oh yeah, that's right. I've got this. I'm going to have to take out the surfaces here because I need to put these up on this ledge. I have this Home Chef Hustle cookbook stand, but I cannot put them because it will always slot. Let me size you up to the counters, and I don't want that. So I'm going to put that on a little angle like this because Octavio loves to entertain and cook. So I'm going to have to put that down with the tool mod because if I do it with the 0 or 9 key, it's going to kind of cut in. So let me do that in just a little bit. But he loves to entertain, and so he likes to make new little recipes and things like that. And I was thinking, I do believe that Octavio and Annie, and I mean Kenji, of course, too, because he lives here. But I think they would get along really well, and I think they would hang out quite often. She lives just downstairs from them, and I think that in a lot of ways, they would just be hanging out all the time and just drinking juice together and cooking and, just being just all around fabulous and classy together. On top of the fridge here, I am putting a little plant, which I'm going to have to put these down with a tool mod because they're floating, and some barbecue utensils, because that is the one thing. It's kind of like if these aren't kept outside, where do you keep them when they're indoors? Well, we're just going to keep them on the fridge. So, yeah. So I'm going to go off screen really quick, and I am going to put these 3 things down with the tool mod, and then we'll come back and we'll continue on. So I'll see you in a bit. We have done it. Everything has been put down. Nothing is floating anymore. So yeah, I think that is the kitchen done. I think I might add like a plant or something here. Other than that, I don't want to clutter this up too badly. But I kind of like how everything is sort of cohesive, and it just looks homely and used, and, I don't know. I like it a lot. But we're moving on to the linen closet. And, oh yeah, sorry. I've got a few other things to put in the haul too. I forgot I pulled out this mirror here. So you can, of course, check yourself out when you are leaving or preparing to leave, or just any time of the day, yourself as you are going by the mirror. And also, I have a little plant. I was originally just going to move the fiddle leaf fig over to another place, or to over here, but I found this one. Again, this is from the newest For Rent pack. And I kind of like this more because it has the little stand, and because we have carpeting all throughout here, it just makes more sense to me that we would have this on a little stand. So I like that. And again, I have a little bit of a Japanese nod in some red that goes throughout in this little painting here, picture print here. Yeah. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good for the haul. Again, in real life, I probably would put some kind of a long runner, but it just, in The Sims, it's not going to look that great. So this is what we're doing here. And I might actually change the color of this. I thought this was more brown, but it is not. Maybe that color is okay. Maybe that's why I settled on that, because I just kind of didn't like any other swatches. This isn't so bad, actually. Yeah, that's not such a bad swatch on that, and I think that kind of goes more. All right, so let's finally get done with the linen closet here. So I've got the dog food again. Minnie, she's a fairly big dog, so she probably goes through quite a lot of dog food. And yeah, I mean, it's just a few things that, I mean, you'd have in a little closet like this. I have, of course, the towels, and I think I'm doing, these really fabulous towels. Now, I would suspect that Octavio, when he bought these towels, he was like, I want the nicest, plushiest towels and the most luxurious towels I can find. But I want them in a classic gray and black, or lighter gray and dark gray. Because for some reason, I just think it looks dark, or like black, but some people, they're like, that's dark gray. Hello. Like way back in the mid 2010s, when my husband, who was still my boyfriend at the time, and I were moving into this newer house. Well, it's not newer. It was like the house we were renting at the time. It was a rental house to us, but like it was a new in the way of like we had never lived there before. We were doing, this is how far back it was. We were doing, I think it was 2014. We were doing an accent wall in every single room with paint. Yes. So in the bedroom, we did this very dark gray, which I thought was black at the time. And then like it's supposedly like when someone else saw it, they were like, wow, very dark gray. That is such a statement. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's what I was expecting or really planning to do, was that it was actually very dark gray and not black at all. Yeah, so good story. A good story. But that's the truth. So I am putting slightly more towels than usual. It's just I kind of want there to be where Octavio, this is all his doing. He just likes to have extra, to luxuriate. Normally I would just kind of fill it up or just kind of like leave things to be, okay, why isn't this slotting to the second? There we go. Just kind of leave things to be, kind of used looking. So like before in the other units, I was taking like one of these stacks out to make it look like they've been used. I think that's floating, but you can't really tell. And it's going to be close anyway, so why am I being fussy? Stop. Anyway, but I kind of want it to be like, okay, he is having a surplus of these towels and that he's just really like into and like loving all this. And I'm also using this like little skincare box too from that clutter kit. Again, I just feel like Octavio, super into skincare. He and Annie have that in common. Got to take care of your looks, I've got this, I believe it's supposed to be bedding for like hamsters and rodents and stuff, but I just have it in here. You can't really tell what it is unless you really look at the side of it. And it just kind of looks like it'd be some kind of like pet thing, because I am going to be putting some pet treats up at the top shelf here. And as you can see, I've already put these up with the 9 key because they're a pain in the butt. And they don't really fit on here well, so you have to be really careful if you're really opening up this in real life, because you'd probably get hit in the head as soon as you opened it up, or they would like fall, like especially this one, like teetering on the very edge. You have to be careful. But I want the story to be is that for these dog treats, they had them originally on the counter, but Minnie gets to them. So the only way that they can actually have dog treats and not have to like worry about her breaking things or like getting up on the counters is they have to put them under like a closed door. Yeah, because there are some pets like that. Shout out to those pets. Shout out to those pets. So I think that's done. Let me go ahead and put the door on really quickly. And that would complete this part of the apartment. So let's take a look and see, where are we? We're in the bedroom. what we've done today. So we've just completed the linen closet, which you've seen, and we've completed the kitchen as well. So I think it's cute. I like all the little green details, and it just seems like it's well loved, well thought of. It's a little kitchen nook, but even that I feel like has been thought through with some style. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's cute enough. And again, I'll play test that for Minnie as well to see if that's even usable. I really wanted to put a bed out here for her, like a dog bed. And I guess I could put one here, but she's such a big dog. Not sure if that's going to work. So again, when I'm playtesting stuff, I'll put that out to see if it works. I'm just not sure that it's aesthetically what we'd want either. I feel like Octavio, he would be like, we can have one in our bedroom or in the second bedroom for her. But yeah, she's probably up on the furniture, like I said in the first video anyway. So with that, I do believe we are finished for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you had a good holiday. If you're still celebrating into this week, that's a good thing for you. Keep going. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Make good choices. And I will see you next time. Bye.